Hello everyone, I Dr. Odhesh Kumar welcome you all in this course titled Digital Logic and Circuit Simulation. Today I will deliver a lecture. Their simplification of Boolean function means the objective of simplifying a Boolean function means minimize the number of min terms or max term in case of function is written as POS form and minimize the number of min terms when the function is written in SOP form to represent a Boolean function. Also minimize the number of literals in each min terms and number of literals in case of max term. When the function is Boolean function is in SOP form, then we also try to minimize the number of literals that are used to represent the min terms, and when the function is in POS form, then we try to minimize the number of literals present in each max term, and also minimize the number of logic gates required. Our objective is to implement a Boolean function, and when the Boolean function are represented through by or designed by using a basic logic gates, may be possible when the function is not minimized, the more number of logic gates are required, and when more number of logic gates are required, this means the circuit becomes complex. So if we use a less number of logic gates to implement circuit, then why we make a circuit redundant by using a maximum number of logic gates? That's why there is a need to minimize a Boolean function, or that is also known as a simplification of Boolean function. Means when the Boolean function is present in SOP form, then simply we minimize the number of min terms, we minimize the number of literals in each min terms, and we minimize the number of logic gates to represent a function in SOP form. And when the function is present in POS form, then we try to minimize the number of max term, we minimize the number of, we focus to minimize the number of literals present in each max term, and after that we also try to minimize the number of logic gates required to function Boolean function which are in POS form. And because here we know that the complexity of digital circuit is directly proportional to complexity of algebraic expression. So when algebraic expressions are more complex, obviously the circuit becomes more complex. So when the less number of literals are present, less number of min terms are present, then it is easy to implement it by using a logic gates. And when maximum number of literals are present in each min terms in case of SOP, maximum number of literals are present in each term in case of POS, and maximum number of min terms or max terms are present during representation of a function in either SOP form or POS form, then the circuit becomes complex. So our objective is to minimize or simplify the Boolean function. So here the some techniques are used to simplifying a Boolean function. One of the technique is what? Laws of Boolean algebra. In some previous classes we will discuss what are the various postulates or axioms of Boolean algebra, and with the help of these postulates we will prove some theorems of Boolean algebra. And here we use these theorems to minimize a Boolean function. So we use, first technique is what? We use the laws of Boolean algebra to minimize a Boolean function. Second is we use a K-map techniques to minimize a Boolean function. And third one is, since the programming implementation of when we minimize or simplify a Boolean function by using a laws of Boolean algebra or by using a K-map techniques, its programming implementation is very complex and even it's not possible. That's why we use a tabulation method, and we also simply the drawback of K-map or laws of Boolean algebra, when we want to, we simply try to minimize the Boolean function that containing 5 or more than 5 variables. It is a more complex, means it is very complex by using these techniques to minimize the Boolean function or simplifying the Boolean function that containing more than 5 variables. But tabulation method is used to minimize the function, even the function containing more than 5 variables. And this is also programming implementation of tabulation method is possible, but programming implementation of K-map and Boolean algebra are more and more complex. That's why for representing, for minimizing, for simplifying 4 variable up to 4 variable Boolean function, we generally use a laws of Boolean algebra as well as K-map techniques. But for simplifying Boolean function that containing more than 4 variables, means 5 or 6 or 7 variables, we use a tabulation method, and programming implementation of tabulation method is also easy. Here now, how we simplify the Boolean function with the help of laws of Boolean algebra or theorems of Boolean algebra. Let us take example. Suppose some of the functions present in its SOP form or POS form, then how with the help of laws of Boolean algebra we simplify it. And then the next classes or some upcoming classes will try how we use a Karnaugh map, means that is also known in short K-map technique, to minimize a Boolean function. And what generally during a minimization by using a K-map, what law we follow. Here we discuss the simplification of Boolean function by using laws of Boolean algebra. Let us take the simple example of a 2 variable, the function f of x y, that is equal to what, x plus y complement dot x complement plus y complement. Simply, why what is the need here? Because in this, when we take this term, simply consider this term or this term, both are a sum terms, and both sum terms are ended together, this forms of function in POS form. And here each and every term containing all the literals. Is it possible to minimize the number of literals in each term, product each sum terms, or is it also possible to minimize the number of sum term? So let us try it. Here simply this is written as what? When we write the function, this means this is function is what? The function is x plus y complement, and this is written as what? X complement plus y complement. X complement plus y complement. When we minimize it, this means this is written as, we use a, here this term is common in both, y complement is common in both. This means we use what? We use distributive law here, and we write it in the form of what? X into x complement plus y complement. Because when we apply a distributive law here, this is written as x plus y complement dot x complement plus y complement. And here we know that this is equal to x plus s complement is equal to what? That is 0 plus y complement. This means this is equal to what? Y complement. The same function, and here y complement, let's truth table. What is here? X complement plus when we write a max term, this means this value is 0, this value is 1, this value is 1, this value is 1. So this term is a max term m3, this term is a max term m1. Means in these two terms the output value is what? This is also written as projection of 1, 3. When we design a truth table for function f, suppose this is a function f1, this is f2, truth table for f1. What is the truth table? Means this function is written in POS form. What will be the output? Output x and y are the two inputs, and the output is f1 is equal to what? That is x plus y complement and x complement plus y complement dot x complement. And here we also, it is in minimized form, f1 in minimized form or simplified form, that is written as y complement. Is the output same? Here what are the possible values? 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. From this function it is clear, since all the R terms containing all the literals are all the max term containing all the literals, this means we can directly say that in this combination, means when the value of x is 0, y is 1, the output is what? 1, and when the value of x is 1, y is 1, output is 0, because this is also 0. and rest combination the output is 1. Those terms that are not present in the representation of function in POS form, in that particular max term the output is 1. Only the max term present here the output is 0 because the function is written in POS form. Then what will be this? F1 y complement, means y complement here we consider that the function is written in POS form. This is only single term and that are in POS form. This is also in POS form. After minimization the function is also in POS form, because when suppose this is only a single variable that is present in primed form, when we consider it is in POS form the value of y is taken different, and when we consider it is in SOP form the value of y is taken different. When we consider this function in POS form, here the y is appeared in primed form, this means the value of y is considered as 1. But when we consider it as a SOP form, y is appeared in prime form, this means the value of y is treated as taken as a 0. But here we minimize the POS form function in POS form, this means we consider here the output is also in POS form. This is the value of F1, F1 is also in POS form. This means here when whatever the value of x, when the value of y is 1, y complement means y is taken as 1. This means when here this means this is 1, when y is 1 the output is 0, in rest cases the output is 1. So here y is not 1, this means the output is 1. Here y is 1, this means the output is 0. Here y is 0 not 1, this means the output is what? 1. Here y is 1, this means the output is 0. Here we see that this and this are same. The F1 in which all the max terms are present, the output is 1 0 1 0, and here the F1 in which only that present minimized form means only that one single term is present, single R terms or some term is present, the output is 1 0 1 0, means in both cases the output is same. Why we simply use this? Because for implementing this function more number of logic gates are required, and also in when we see this function more number of literals, more number of max terms are present in the function, more number of literal even each function each max term. But when we see in this minimized form only single max term is present and also minimum number of literals is present. So when we implement this function by using logic gates, less number of logic gates are required. Suppose this is the function. Simplify this function, f of x y z is equal to summation of 0 1 4 6 7, or this is also written as x complement y complement z complement. Here what? This function is written in SOP form. This is a SOP form function, and we simplify this function. This means here in this means when we convert it in the form of truth table, what will be the truth table of function? There are 3 input variable x, y and z, and in these possible combination this is the function value f of x comma y comma z. Here what are the possible input combinations? Since the function containing a 3 input variable, this means the possible combination are 8 starting from 0 0 0 when all the inputs are 0 0, when z is 0 like 0 0 1, similarly 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 and 1 1 1. These are the 8 possible input combination. What will be the output here? This is directly written, means summation of 0 1 4 6 7 means is these particular min terms the output is 1, rest min terms the output is 0. What is this? Is m0 is present here, this means the output is 1. Similarly m1 is present here, what will the output is? That is 1. m2 is not present, that means this is 0. m3 is not present, 0. This means m4 is present, 1. m5 is not present, 0. m6 is present, 1 1. Means out of 8 possible input combination, 5 min terms are present here, this means in these min terms the 5 output values are 1, and rest of the min terms that are not present to represent this function in SOP form, the output is considered as 0. Objective is to, suppose we implement this function by using logic gates. How many logic gates are required? Suppose we want to implement this function through a basic logic gates. So here how we implement it? So this is what, first is x and then b, this is a x complement. Similarly y, this is y complement, means we simply this is x complement when we apply a NOT gate, y complement, and this is z, what, when we apply this is z complement. Now this is a min terms in which x complement y complement z, this means first min terms are represented by a AND gate, x complement y complement z, all are ANDed together. This is a AND term, this represents this particular term number. Suppose this is the term number 0. So this represents what? That is a m0. This represents what? m0. Then the next is x complement y complement z. So here x complement is taken from here, y complement is taken from here, and third is what? Z is taken from here. Then all three are connected by using a single AND gate. This represents what? This represents a min term, that is what? That is 1 0 0 1, means that is m1. This min terms corresponding to m1, this is m1. Next term is what? X y complement z. So here x is taken from here, x is taken from here, y complement z complement, y complement is taken from here, y complement is taken from here, z complement is taken from here. This is what? That is z complement is taken from here. This means this is the representation of third, implementation of third min term, because this is also an ANDed term. This represents what? That is 1 0 0. This means this represents a m4. Then the next min term is what? This is m4. Then next min term is x y z complement, that is what? This represents 1 1 0, means m6. X y, x and y are taken here, the x is taken from here, y is taken from here, yeah, y is taken from here, and third one is z complement is taken from here. This is a represents a m6, represents a m6, means when this term value is 1, when the inputs are 1 1 0. Then the next term is what? X y z, means all are 1 1 1 here. This is what? This is taken as x is taken from here, y is taken from here, and z is taken from here. Z is this, z is taken from this, represents a m7. And then finally all the ANDed terms are R together. So here we use, means this term, this term, and also these terms, all are R together. This is the logic implementation of this circuit, means this is gives the output. What is the output here? Suppose the input term is what? 0 0 0. What will be the output here? This is in complemented form, this is 1 1 1, means x y z is 1 1 1, and then simply this AND gate is a connection of this means there are 3 input are in the form of complement, x complement, y complement, z complement. This means all the inputs of this AND gate is 1. This means this particular output is 1. Whatever the, when this particular output is 1, whatever the output of these gates, it's not matter because this is a OR gate, and once one of the input of OR gate becomes 1, the output is 1. This means in that particular combination, what will be the output? 1. This is already given here. So this means when we see the circuit diagram, it is a complex. And how many number of logic gates are required? 3 NOT gates are required. NOT gate, number of NOT gate 3. Number of AND gate, each AND gate is of 3 input. How many AND gate are required? That is a 5 AND gates are required, and each of the AND gate is of 3 input. And how many OR gate is required? Obviously 1, but it is a 5 input OR gate, and here 3 input AND gate. Our objective is to minimize the complexity of this circuit through simplification. Simplification means minimizing the number of literals. When we minimize the number of literals present in each term, obviously the number of input gates are minimized. Second, when we minimize the total number of min terms, the number of AND gates are minimized. And when the total terms are minimized, this means OR gate inputs are also minimized. This means overall the circuit becomes less complex when we simplify the Boolean function. For minimization purpose, suppose some min terms are, there is a need of some min terms more than 1 times, then we take, because we know that when we add particular min terms more than 1 times, it doesn't change any final value in the function. So if for minimization purpose some min terms required more than 1 times, we obviously take that min terms more than 1 time. Here like this is what here x y z complement, x complement y complement z complement plus x complement y complement z. In these two terms, these two literals are common, plus again here x y complement z complement plus x y z complement. When we see these two terms, again these two literals are common. Again these two literals x and z complement are common in both, but y and y are not common. Then here only single literal is present. When we simply take this particular min terms 1 more times, it doesn't change the value, because when we add any variable during OR operation more than 1 times, it is same as that particular variable. This means here we also take this x y z complement again 1 times and plus x y z. In this way, total number of function, total number of min terms present in this representation are 6, but only in when we count numbers, only 5 min terms are present, because this min term value 6 appear 2 times here. When we take these two terms here, 2 literals are common, that are what? X complement y complement, and this is what? Z complement plus z. When we apply a distributive law in these two min terms, similarly when we apply a distributive law in these two min terms, what? Here x and z complement are common, then y complement plus y. And when we consider these two terms, the terms are common are x y. This is what? X y and z complement plus z. What will be the value? Suppose here this is, we know that z plus z complement, that is equal to 1, because when any variable is added with its complement, always result is 1. We already proved in some previous classes. This is the theorem of Boolean algebra. And here this is also 1, this is also 1, and when we multiply any variable by a 1, result is what? That is 1. This result is what? That is same variable. That means x complement y complement plus x z complement plus xy plus xy. Again we see any term is common in any. Here when we take this term common, then this is represented at z complement plus y in bracket, but this not the number of literals are minimized. So when we see these terms, this function and this function, here how many min terms are present? The total 5 min terms are present in this. Here how many min terms are present? Only 3 min terms are present. Here when we simply previous when we design a circuit, each of the there are 5 AND gate are required, 3 NOT gate are required, and 1 OR gate is required. The AND each of the AND gate is a 3 input AND gate and 1 OR gate is a 5 input AND gate. But when we implement this function, simply here x, y, z, all 3 variables are appeared in complemented form. This means here we simply take x here, then we apply a AND gate, no NOT gate, this is x complement. Similarly y, that is y complement, z, this is z complement. Then for first term only one AND gate of 2 input x complement and y complement. This represents this term, first term. Then x z complement, here we take the value of x from here, and second input is what? Z complement is taken from here. We apply a 1 AND gate. This represents a function. This is what? Nothing but a x complement y complement. This is x z complement. Third is what? xy. X is taken from here, y is taken from here. This is another AND gate. This represents what? xy. Then all these 3 AND gates means all min terms are and are together. So all are together, means there is a 1 OR gate. When we count number of NOT gate, 3 NOT gate are required. Number of AND gate, 3 AND gate, and each of the AND gate is a 2 input AND gate. Each of the AND gate is a 2 input AND gate. And when we talk about a OR gate, single OR gate, and this is a 3 input OR gate. So obviously the complexity is reduced, because here the number of, here when we see this function and this function, when we talk about the number of min terms, number of min terms present in this function is 5. Number of min terms present in this function is only 3. This means this minimizes the number of AND gate required. Here when we see each of the min terms, all the literals are present, but here only 2 literals are present in each term. This means this also minimize the number of input required in AND gate. And third one is here all 5 min terms are ORed through a OR gate, means all the ANDed terms are OR together. There are 5 min terms or ANDed terms are there, but when we see this function, equivalent function, only 3 ANDed terms are OR together. This means this, and when we connect all the ANDed terms are OR through by using a OR gate, only 3 input OR gate is required. When you see a previous example, when we implement this same function, means original function, without minimizing it by a logic gate, the circuit becomes some more complex, because 3 number of NOT gate are required, 5 number of AND gate, each of 3 input, and 1 OR gate, that is of 5 input OR gate. But where we implement the minimized form of Boolean function, then only 3 NOT gate are required, only 3 AND gate, each of 2 input AND gate. This reduces the number of inputs in AND gate, and that also reduces the number of input in OR gate, because here OR gate required, that is only 3 input, and the result is same. How we find the result is same? Here when we talk about a first x complement y complement, this means here x, y, z are written. This means the value of x and y are fixed, that is 0, 0, whatever the value of z, that is either 0 or 1. This is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Similarly, for representing a function x, z complement, this is what? X, y, z. Here the value of x and z are fixed. This is 0, because x is appeared in unprimed form, z is appeared in primed form. This is 1, 0. What are the 0, 1? This is 1, 0. When we talk about a xy term, here z is absent, the xy term, z is absent. This means there 1, 1, z 0, 1. When we talk about a min terms, this is what? m0, m1, m4, m6, m6, m7, and here these terms are present. This means this output of this function is same as output of this function, but for implementing this function it is a complex task, and for implementing this minimized form it is a easy task.